The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
The Dow Industrial's down 523. You get the Nasdaq off 157. S&P's down 54. Gold's down $2.40 at 12.23. We have silver down 9 cents, $14.30. Light sweet crude taking on the chin once again, down $2.13, $55. We are going to be not paying a lot of money for energy this coming winter.
We're not going to be paying a lot of money for stocks this winter too, I guess.
Man,
but everything out there, it is.
The only thing green on this screen, folks, is notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 3 ticks, 119.12. Now, that's over the high. That has light volume. But the 30-year is over the high, and it's going to have the volume. So bottom line, higher price, lower yields.
And we got a little action in the dollar as well.
Dollar's up 389 ticks, trading 96.455. Now, that's teetering. It's 96.450, which is that August 15th swing high. We'll see how the baby shakes out.
Where do we start, man? Retail stocks, like you said, oil, just mammoth numbers.
Hammered.
Yeah,
hammered.
As I said in the update, 1,000 points basically in the Dow since you know, overnight Monday morning.
I think the market's got to understand that we're coming up to Christmas, and they have green at Christmas too, not just red.
Somebody better tell Target that as well, man.
Yeah, Target's down $8 right now, trading at 69.14. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here at TFNN, Fast Market, Kevin and his team, they have an outstanding program. If you want to understand option strategies, futures, great way to start. 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time every trading day. And I can tell you, folks, the bottom line is that the option market, if you just want to understand risk profiles in general, you should start there. I mean, if I started anyone in this market now, I would start them in the option market because it's a probability game.
You think defined risk might be something that some people are looking for or should have in their portfolio right now? Maybe.
Unbelievable. Kevin Hinks, what's going on, brother?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How you guys doing?
Doing great,
well,
man. Yourself?
It's a little bumpy out there. That's for sure. You know, we're getting to that time in the market where good news is not good news. Bad news is really bad news. And this market is trying to come to grips with where it is in terms of overall risk. And there's some pretty violent price discovery going on right now.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt, man. I mean, and we haven't seen this in a long period of time, folks. The NDX 100 in general has a reputation of leading markets up and leading them down, and that baby is just firing off. It looks like that's going to be one of the first ones that are going to be down for a major indice into that high volume of February low. We're right next to it. We hit 157. We're talking 150 in the Qs, so it's like, why not? Why not? If you're that close to one of your old hangouts, it's like, okay, man, here we come.
Oh, I said the S&P's down almost like 10% from October 4th. I mean, just mammoth numbers for such a broad index like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kevin,
right. VIX now 23.45, guys, so it's starting to get in the game as well. It was only at 20.
Right.
Yesterday, where it ended the day. So VIX, even in a week like this, VIX is starting to come here. So this sell-off has been pretty orderly. Now it's starting to pick up a little steam here. Some of the percentages are getting pretty big here.
Yeah, and you bring up a great point, Kevin, because what tends to happen is that if it wasn't orderly before this, I think we'd have a better chance of getting a good bounce. When you get an orderly one that no one gets worried, then all of a sudden now the steam is picking up. It's like, uh-oh, man, the steam's picking up at lows here. That's not great. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Okay, So, retail, bottom line is that we'll see how this shakes out after the new year, but there's no doubt that they're taking that apart too, and they're actually taking them all apart. Yeah, that's what it really comes down to.
Exactly. I mean, guys, think about it. All these names that came out with earnings, L Brands, right? Target, Best Buy, Lowe's, Kohl's stores, TJ Maxx, Ross stores, all lower after earnings today. So there is just good news is not even good news anymore. I thought some of the things that a couple of these guys did, especially like Lowe's, remember, Marvin Nelson just took over on Lowe's July 2nd.
Yes.
He's changing his team and closing Mexico, lowering his exposure in Canada, closing this 99 Orchard Supply hardware stores. He's getting it all focused on the U.S., and they didn't give him much of a pass on this. They're punishing the stock.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is the time that, folks, there's plenty of stocks folks wanted to get into. I mean, now I guess it's time you better stop making a list. And, Kevin, I've talked a million times about Amazon. I've tried to get into Amazon twice in the last, let's say 7 years. And every time that it's going up, I say, man, I really want to get into the stock. But then it comes down so hard, it's always so hard to buy it.
Right.
It's wicked, man.
And there's a lot of those out there right now.
There are.
Right?
There are.
You were just jumping to Netflix as well? I mean, huge pullback.
It seems like it's the end of the world, folks, and the end of the world never comes, just so you know that. But
just tying it to Amazon, the story about them going after 19 regional sports networks or something
Right.
today, Disney's, so they're going to be just fine, I imagine, in the long run. But,
Right.
Yeah.
And, what does happen, and this is important to wrap your head around too, folks, it almost looks to me, Kevin, you got a liquidity event now because, people always say that, oh, listen, going to the gold market, it's safe. There's no such thing as safe. When you see a screen like this, they're selling anything and everything, so, the end of the year's coming too. I mean, if those large funds didn't sell out, all of a sudden they just went from, 10% up or let's say 5% up. Every indice right now is in the negative. Only by a point. Only by a point. But the bottom line is that if you're a customer of a money manager, it's like, hey, what just happened here, man?
It's remarkable. You could be in an S&P fund and be up like 8.5% at the beginning of October, and you might go into the end of the year in a loss.
We haven't had a correction for a long period of time, so I guess we'll see whether this is a part of the correction or part of the economy. My head is that still the economy's good. It's like this is just we haven't had a correction in so long that people forget that. Before, QE, this was a normal deal. But guess what? It feels different when we haven't had one for so long. You know what I mean, Kevin?
You're exactly right, Tom. I mean, we just haven't seen volatilities, staying high for extended periods of time like it has. This is just a market. It's not really out of the ordinary. It's just people aren't used to it.
Right.
Right? And that seems to be heightening all the attention going in here. But it's amazing to me that, the leaders in this market, right, Boeing, Apple, Facebook, all the stocks that led us higher, they all can't stay off the headlines.
No, I know.
And that headline risk that is so, apparent when you see these names, it's very hard to get in these names now. I mean, Boeing canceled a conference call this morning.
They did?
Right? Obviously.
Oh, my God. That
is not what stocks are looking for in terms of confidence.
They must be taking Apple's place, right? Apple says they're not coming out with their numbers. Boeing says, well, we're not going to talk to you. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not good.
I mean, the news, Facebook, it's like Apple's news. It felt like they just took the article 2 weeks ago and put it out again yesterday.
Yeah, and Facebook's so toxic in terms of their brand. They got some work to do.
Listen, folks, every trading day, you need to find risk. Don't even, 45 minutes from now, great program. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the program in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
You. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Markets accelerating on the way down.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 533. You get the Nasdaq off 163. S&Ps are off 54. You take a look at the percentage moves out here, folks. You have the Nasdaq down 2.4%. S&Ps down 1.7. Dow down 2.1, and everything's in the negative for the year now. You get the Dow down 1.2%, the Nasdaq down 0.8%, S&P's down 1.3%.
And while we've been talking, man, crude oil just went down a full another $1 in the last 15 minutes, from $55 to $54. Pretty remarkable run. It's now down to $3.50 in the last 3 hours.
And if we go over to gasoline, what you're going to see, gasoline, unleaded gas down 7 pennies. Big numbers. That's going to be a one-way route, and this could be a monster ABC down. Let me just look at this for a second. So you're going to break the swing. We'll see if we get the volume. It's light volume right now, but bottom line, you're breaking that 152.40 swing. Now, if we go over to the NDX 100 inside the 3 Qs, folks, the Qs are going to have a chance to actually do a monster ABC down. More than 111 million shares is going to be a confirmed ABC structure down. Now, what's going to be crazy is that we're already at 32. So if that's where we're going, you know, and the Qs it looks like going to be the first ones to get down to that high volume swing low of 150. And we're at 158 right now. 157, we hit 13.
Yes.
If we get over to the SPY, we take a look at the SPY. What you're going to see with the SPY now, that's away from the number, but
yeah,
252.
Yes.
You know, we've got to a low of, well, 2 weeks ago, we got to 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, got to a low of 259. We hit 263 out here today. If we take a look at the small caps, the IWM, that baby, I believe this had already hit it.
Close.
142. We hit 144. Yeah. So we're going right after it again. Bottom line, 142.50 is on the agenda.
Won't take many days like today. See you.
Pretty wild.
And yesterday. Ooh.
Let's go over to our man, Mr. Darryl Martin at apexinvesting.com. Darryl Martin, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Doing great, man.
Morning,
Yourself?
Hey, doing it fantastic. These markets, I can't believe we're still going down. So I'll be curious to see if we get our little end of year, Santa Claus Christmas rally going on.
Yeah, well,
not here.
Santa Claus evidently got rid of his green. It's all red.
Yeah.
He's got a red suit on.
Head to toe, yeah.
I'll tell you, I can tell you, folks, on a downtrend like this, and I was talking about this when Kevin Hincks was just on, when you see everything red,
Yeah.
that is a liquidity event that, these large funds, I mean, they're invested in a lot of different things. They're just trying to get any and whatever the most amount of money they can get back into their account at the time. That's what
Reducing exposure across the board, I'm sure.
Totally. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's a problem. It's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
And now
everybody's dumping everything.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's just been down, down, down. And usually you think in November, things started turning back around last half. But that's not happening right now. So,
no.
Yeah. I mean, you'd been talking about it the last few days coming into Thanksgiving. That you might,
yeah, I'm looking for a bounce.
You can just fade in with a little bit of positive action on the Wednesday, come back for the half a day, and then the fun begins, Monday morning.
Right.
But the world is not cooperating like that this week, man.
No, and what you had, this is one of the biggest dangers, folks, is that you had the NASDAQ jump the creek. You jump a creek, this is a Wyckoff term.
October 29th.
Yeah, it's a big number, man.
NASDAQ's just moving mammoth numbers.
It is. And,
I know, it's huge. It's crazy.
That February low
50 points is nothing.
Is 66.30, and we've hit 68.30, so we're only 200 points away from it. That's telling me, hey, man, it's going to hit it.
Sure.
And if we break that, folks, get out of the way, because if we break that, you're going to be down to 6,400 like in a heartbeat.
Can you go to the Index 100, too?
Yeah.
I mean, they both are just moving.
Oh, they are. They
wild numbers, man.
Yep, and we bring this back.
I mean, it takes 5 minutes to move 50 points right now.
Yeah. In either direction.
So 61, 64 is the number there.
Okay, so we're a little bit further away.
Yeah.
Just interesting to see that. I wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
It is.
What happens here, folks, is that the scariest part is that we're still too far away from that inside the NDX 100, and it's slammed down already so hard.
Sure.
Because
that means we got a little bit more room to go.
We got more room to go, and if you want to go over, and this is the number to keep your eye on. Keep your eye on Google, because Google was one of the first ones that ever tested it. The February 9th swing low, 992, tested it, came back down 4 weeks ago, way too much volume.
995 right there.
And we just hit 996. So that is good. If Google goes underneath it and doesn't hold, then get out of the way, because that's saying that test is going to be a failure.
Well, like we're talking with Kevin, right? It's like those leaders, man. It's Facebook, it's Google, it's Amazon, all of them, Netflix, just mammoth numbers.
So, and of course, with the Brexit deal, we got currencies out there. They're moving. You get the dollar up 4.14 right now. The euro's down 61. Hey, who knows what kind of surprise we're going to have besides a nice big fat turkey on Thanksgiving.
I like that surprise.
Have you seen the microwave joke going around?
No.
It's where kids send the thing to their mom, people in their 20s, 30s, whatever, and saying, how long do you microwave a 25-pound turkey? And they'll take a picture of a turkey in the microwave and see how bad their mom freaks out.
Oh, that's funny. How do you microwave a turkey?
It's turkey time, that's for sure.
It will explode.
Yes. So I'm going to go take a look at this pound out here. So you get the Great British Pound. Yeah, that's not holding price either. It's above the swings, but we'll see where that shakes out.
Pound quieted down the last couple of days here.
Yeah,
it had a nice move last week, but it really quieted down this week so far.
Yeah. Now, oil is a whole different ball game, huh?
Yeah.
This is, we hit 53.85 this morning, folks. Oh, this is a nice break. Oh, this is a break with volume, too. Let me see this. Oh, man, if this is a monster ABC down, it's going to be insane.
Oh, it's going to have volume. It's already...
it's going to... So, 68... Oh, this is amazing. 54... 14 bucks. That brings you down to 44. It's going to 44, man. So check this out. This is crazy, because 45 is I'm going to put the continuous contract. 45 is the next level where... That 40, yeah, it is. That's 45 down here. It is 42 to 45. This is sick. Yeah, I'll put this on a monthly. You'll be able to see it better. Because the top of that is 55. The bottom of it's
Yes, yeah, so
42.
June of 2017, and floated around that area towards the end of 2016.
That will be bizarre if we're back down to 45. That seems impossible, doesn't it, Darryl? But guess what? We're here.
It does, right? But I mean, look at that. Look at where we were just in October, 76.90, and we're sitting at 53.90.
Well, that'll put a lot of money back into people's pockets for the holidays, for retail shopping. That'll boost some numbers up.
Yeah.
Tell those retail stocks that, because they're not hearing that today. Seriously, right?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's, hey, you get, you know.
Start filling up for $1 a barrel again, you know, or $1 a gallon here. You'll see.
Oh, it's quite a drop. It is. It's pretty cool because everyone does just. It's.
I've seen it like $1.68. You know, $2 right now, like around here in Texas.
That's where you're at, huh? Wow.
Yeah, we see it. We see it low.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, yeah. Unfortunately, that hits the economy down there too. I mean, you start getting down to $45. Now you're talking serious business, right?
Right. It's all the oil business.
Different territory. Yep. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. You have a great Thanksgiving, safe Thanksgiving, and we look forward to speaking to you next week, Darryl.
All right, man. You have a
great one, man.
Thanks, Darryl.
Have
a Thanksgiving.
You too.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow down 479. Nadex is off 115. S&Ps are off 44. Coming right back. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow is down 490. Nasdaq is off 130. S&Ps are off 48. Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. What's happening, brother?
Good morning, you guys. How you doing today?
Morning,
We're
Jim.
doing good, man. Yourself?
Doing wonderful. Looking forward to good Thanksgiving with family and
Yes.
celebrating what the Lord's done for us.
That's right.
Gotta
It's
love
a
it,
beautiful
man.
thing.
Gotta love it, totally.
Big time. All that turkey, stuffing, gravy.
Man, I gotta say, we got some amazing weather. We're sending some love up to the people in Boston. I just showed a picture, Jim, to my dad about what the temperatures and what the wind chills are gonna be like on Thanksgiving, and I know that the people in Boston must know this, man. Negative temperatures across entire Massachusetts in terms of wind chills. Pretty remarkable.
Coldest Thanksgiving in 100 years.
That's pretty crazy,
Come
man.
on down to Florida, folks.
So
we got a lot of real estate to sell you.
We are lucky where we live, and very much thankful for sure.
Yeah, it's cold up there. It's cold in Tennessee too, but not that cold.
Right.
Oof.
So, you going to go shopping on Amazon or what?
Not yet. I was just wanting to ask you about the bounce today. It's bounced like $78
I know.
from the low this morning.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, do you think it'll go below 1358 down to the February 9th of around 1272, whatever that is?
I do. You know, what you have here is that when you get this close, I mean, all the market, I mean, I know, you know, I'm like a broken record, you know, on this high volume lows, but, you know, when Google hit it first, then, I mean, it goes through some of these indices. That's where we're going, you know, so on a longer term basis, I would just sit there and wait, you know, you're going to be able to,
Yeah.
what will happen is this, Jim, is that when you get a high volume low bar, what does happen is that the high of that bar can, you know, basically get tested and rejected. And, you know, like, you could almost make the case that, hey, maybe Amazon...
Because we got into it.
We got into
high
it.
of that bar is 1460.
Exactly.
We were down to 1420.
And we went to 1420. So if it closes like at the high of this, it's like, okay, man, is that what you just did? Which is game.
It's pretty remarkable. Amazon's down more than 25% from its high that it just had in the last couple months.
Right. No, I know. I'd still wait it out. You know, because I know you want to go in there long term, and you know, it's like
it's not super long term though, right? It's a trade you're looking for, Jim.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, because if it's long term,
I'm not sure when I get into something how long I'll end up holding it.
No, it just went down $80 from high to low, so no matter what today, it's important. Yeah.
It just matters like where the equity's going, right? Now, it does get interesting here. Look at this. Now, this is interesting. You get another high volume. Oh, no, that is the high volume. That's the one I'm looking at. This is the 1460.
I'm just so bullish on them in a fundamental perspective and love them, and 25% off the top. I just showed they're announcing they're going after, you know, Fox's, Disney's regional sports networks, including the Yes Network. I mean, it's just every single day they have news that they're going to break up some kind of industry in some fashion.
And really, the news has not been negative on Amazon hardly at all, and yet it's just like a rock sinking in the
Nothing
pond.
like some of the other leaders. I would agree.
Right.
I mean,
and that, you know, what it seems to be, now this is what I think is pretty cool, but I can't stand the whole social deal anyway. So it seems to me that the Amazon, their risk is that, they're taking businesses apart. They don't have the risk of, like, the Facebook that people are starting to really understand, like, you know, we know we're giving up privacy, we know we're giving it up, but then all of a sudden it's like, hold it, how many other things?
They should, though, you're right, because it might be coming. I mean, they have more data than almost anyone, maybe.
The Echo. I'm with you there.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, and there's starting to be court cases where they're subpoenaing what's said in the Echo, and if it starts coming out that, you know, they have every single recording of your entire life, which, who knows, man.
And it's not safe.
That's what, that could be their reckoning moment as well. Yeah. But I don't see that happening tomorrow.
No. I don't think we're near done with this correction. So where I would go is that I just hold your cash until this S&P gets closer to that February low. And because what will end up happening is that we'll get a better understanding if that February low is going to hold. Like when I look at the financials, it's like, man, it doesn't look like the February low is going to hold. I mean, you know, the financials, that February low is 26.76. And, you know, the financials have been going back and forth on that number, but that'll tell us quite a bit. If the banks don't hold that number, that, you know, brings your probability a lot higher that, you know, we're going to go lower than that. So there's a lot of moving parts out here, man. But I think the biggest moving part is that the amount of money lost in 1 month is extraordinary, and people are looking and saying, what just happened? Because, you know, when Kevin just said, you know, with Boeing, and then Tommy brought it up, and it's like, it's hard to comprehend that Boeing is down 25% in 1 month. I mean...
Yeah, they're almost down 33% over the last few months. I mean...
You just wouldn't expect that in a... And I've been doing this a long time, but...
You just went from... What's the very high? 396? 394?
Yeah.
Down to the low today of 296.
Right.
I mean, you know...
Right. And you broke what you've done out here, too. And you broke the whole consolidation. And, you know, we'll see... Looks like we're going to break it with volume. You break it with volume, Boeing can be down to like 242.
And why not, since you're talking about Boeing, that story, because it is pretty remarkable, man. Reading what... Come on, there it is down there. The headlines of what it exactly has to do with in terms of, it's not just an earnings call that they're canceling. So what they canceled here, you had Boeing shares after they canceled an airline conference call on 737 issues
on the plane
that have to do with a plane that just crashed on October 29th, killing all 189 people, and it was supposed to be with the airlines. They're going to explain what's going on, and there's arguments in there that they're saying that they updated the software and that
they didn't tell the pilots.
Yeah, and so investigators have been looking at whether or not the pilots were fully aware of the changes in the software, and they're just canceling that call. That's a material fact, and Boeing reacting to that today for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all very good. I appreciate you taking my call today, and I hope y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Jim. You also,
too, Jim.
Man.
Okay.
Have a great...
Thanks, man.
Bye.
Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here, and it's going to be, it's all red, I believe. Yeah, they're all red. Look at that.
Oh, no, we got NVIDIA. NVIDIA's up $5.
Oh, there you go.
And look at Facebook.
That's up $1.
The two leaders, NVIDIA and Facebook.
Target's getting taken the cleanest. That's down 680. I heard that was down to $66. I was trading 70 now, right? So they got less something back.
And it's funny.
L brands.
Yeah.
Victoria's Secrets is done. Those girls are buying something else or whatever they're doing. They don't have to buy those whatever they're selling anymore.
Oh no, and a lot of what they were making, I guess, was right on the bras, and that's, I guess, just ripe for competition in terms of
free love or whatever. I hear those ads all over the place.
On Instagram. It's
right.
That premium is no longer there for those types of.
Look at that, $98 in November of 2015.
Yeah.
$28 today.
3 years exactly.
Yeah. And, you know, when you look at their numbers, I didn't know they owned Bed Bath & Body Works.
Yeah.
But that's the only one that's growing. I mean, Bath & Body Works. It's a smaller growth, though. It's still $4 billion revenue, growing at 10%.
And I wonder how that 10% divvies out over 3 years in terms of what did they do last year versus 3 years ago, because that seems like something that could be ripe for some competition as well. I mean,
for sure.
You know, selling shampoos, lotions, soaps.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials trading down to 449. Nasdaq is down 89. Nasdaq came back quite a bit. Look at that. S&P's down 40. Coming right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 416, Nasdaq's off 69, S&Ps are off 37. Let's go over to the NQs first because you got a little bounce going here.
We sure do.
And you can expect you're going to get bounces intraday. Let's see. So we're down to a low of 64.49.
I have to chuckle because we're 130 points off the low, which is a full 2%.
A little bounce.
2%, to put it in context, literally 2% pop in an index. Pretty remarkable.
That is. There's no doubt. And so we're back to, let's see where this is. You're back to 7 o'clock, 7:40 this morning.
Yep.
Now, on a 10-minute, you're losing it right here. So this is going to get interesting right here, folks. And this is why. This is a classic, white cough jump in the creek, too. That number is 65.88. That's where it basically broke the consolidation, make the next deal down. So we'll see where it shakes out.
Before I jump away, I just want to go back a couple, like 4 days. Where we go daily? How do you go back before?
Just on the...
there we go, the range. Yeah. Perfect. Close that. Even 3 days. Whoops, what did I do? Go ahead.
Let's see.
I lost the... Oh. I wanted to see where it was at the beginning of yesterday. Yeah, that's it. I was looking for where we were just as of Monday morning early, so 69.31. Pretty remarkable. So it's saying, we just popped 130 points, 2 full %, but keeping it in context, we were just at 69.38, almost 350 points, still above where we're sitting at.
Pretty wild,
24 hours ago, yeah.
So, I didn't see the football game, but you're just filling me in. I love this guy Mahomes too. I can't believe I didn't watch this football game.
We got to talk about it because it's pretty crazy, man. Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
You have the Chiefs Rams. They were both 9-1. They're both incredible offenses. You got Patrick Mahomes, Jeff Goff, just both young guys, quarterbacks, and it lived up to all the hype. Plus, man. 54-51. Both time, first time ever you had 2 NFL teams scoring over 50 points, both of them. I think it was the 3rd or 4th highest scoring game ever, highest scoring Monday night game ever, and just an outright duel, man, and a great game to watch, great game for football, pretty remarkable. And you had the Rams winning, 54. They were at home. So evenly matched.
Sounds like a college game. It's so funny.
Oh, it is.
You know what I mean?
The poor defenses. I say poor defense. But you also had 2 Rams defensive touchdowns. I think fumbles on both of them, recovered for a touchdown. And then you had a Chiefs defensive touchdown. So you had 3 defensive touchdowns, which is remarkable in its own right. Incredible game, man. Incredible game for football. And so still, something tells me those teams might play again, maybe in the playoffs, because 10-1, 9-2, and the fact you had the home team winning by 3, they should be the slight favorite there. And so what was remarkable is I think this was So I think this was the highest over-under, which is the betting term for basically the total of the two teams.
Okay.
And you can wager whether you want the two teams total to be above or below that number.
Yeah.
And so it looks like they lost out big time here. So the over-under was 64 points, which I believe is the highest ever, and it just crushed it, obviously, because it came in at 105 points.
Wow.
So let's see.
That's crazy.
So a healthy 7-figure loss for the book, and this is talking about which one? William Hill. 69% of the customers betting the over, and you know, it's one of those cases where I don't think they could have set the over high enough for it to not come in, because the teams are just so matched and the defense is struggling. Yeah, big numbers there, of course.
So what happens, of course, is that halfway through the game, people know they already won. They probably start betting on other things.
Oh, right. Hey, totally.
Oh, man. Unreal.
Pretty cool.
Pretty, no doubt. So let's go over, take a look at the, who else is getting crushed out here? So let's go to Target first. I'm just curious where these stocks are going.
And I was going to say, off the low is pretty dramatic, though. Look at that low, 66.12 at one point this morning in Target. And now we're above 70 bucks.
Yep. So you get down to...
What is that on? A weekly, okay.
Where
quite a bar.
Where it broke out from, 66. So look at that. It went right to where it broke out from in January of this year. 66.24 is the number. Let's see whether that can hold. Let me pull this back a little bit more.
And, you know, speaking of what Kevin kind of said in terms of, it's not like they got crushed. They did have some margin problems, I think, but, you know, price for perfection in terms of the news that they have to deliver. Yeah.
Well, you know, once this baby started down, because it was so fast, too, you know, it was a one-way route on the way up, and guess what? You know, the elevators, they just don't stop on the way down.
Yes, we're 17 bucks off the low today. Pretty big bounces.
Yeah, and if you look at Netflix, you're going to see the same thing going back to its breakout area. That's where a lot of these are going.
Sure.
You know, that's January of this year.
Sure.
You know, so I think the big heads up's going to be that none of these indices are in a profit, and then if you look at this, you know, I believe, I'll take the SPY up, and if you look at these moving averages, this is the furthest. Actually, let me do it this way first. I want to get out about 2 years. You're going to see, let's see, daily. I'll do it 2 years daily. Nice. And then you're going to see that, you know, we're way away from them. I mean, in fact, let me put 3 years up on this one. On the IWM, it's... because I believe, that it's the same. This is the furthest that we've got away from them since January of 2016, you know, just visually.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a problem. That's, you know, it's going to take quite a bit. It takes quite a bit to repair this type of damage, you know. That doesn't mean it can't get repaired, you know, but it'll take, what is the catalyst now? And what we're going to have, folks, is that, you know, if you read anything about here, actually, let's bring the... You know, you had all the rhetoric that, okay, the farmers are going to be okay. Well, farmers aren't going to be okay, folks. You start looking at these beans, you look at everything else. You know, there's an article in the Journal this morning about the amount that the government's saying they're claiming they're going to give the farmers, right? Well, the bottom line is that like 1/10 of that has got paid.
Okay.
And that's not going to be any relief for them. That's the bottom line. You can see this soybean. And all of this stuff, now, soybeans have been hitting, but all these tariffs are really just going to start kicking in. And that is a 15 to 25% tax. So if they think they're not selling product right now, in the future, forget it.
And Bitcoin as well, right? You see that spike lower?
Yeah.
We hit 40, listen to me, 50.
54,
no, 40,
4,400.
42 was 42.21.
Look at that.
We hung out that 6,000 price for so long. Talking about months and months. I mean, look at that. Look at that build, and then boom.
Yeah, and
the last 2 weeks they really jump out.
That's a problem child, man.
That sure is. Because where's the end, right? Exactly.
Next level, you know. I mean, you cracked this level pretty good. You know, the level between 4,900 and 3,000. We didn't do 3,000 yet, but 4,900 is the top of that. But that first crackdown's good. I mean, there's no reason this can't go to $3,000, like, pretty quick.
I would agree. There's no reason it can't go anywhere because it's all kind of an arbitrary value in when you're dealing with Bitcoin. Whereas a company like Amazon say there's no reason it can't go to zero, and I can give you a million reasons why Amazon's not going to zero. But Bitcoin, there's no reason why it can't go to zero.
No, totally.
Yeah.
877-927-6648. We have the Dow down 409. Nasdaq is off 80. S&Ps are down 39. Come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 340, Nasdaq off 54, S&P's down 30, and percentage-wise, bottom line is that you have the Nasdaq right now down 0.7%, and that was down.
Yeah,
it was 3%. Wasn't
we might. I don't know if it was
2,
3.
2.5. It was an array.
I was going to joke though. We might be positive by the time we get off the air in 6 minutes. It's quite a pop.
It was an amazing amount. There's no doubt.
68.30 being the low there. We're sitting at 69.74.
And let's go take a look at the Qs just for a second, see where this bounce is going. Yeah, you're filling the gap. We'll see.
I mean, you're talking about $3.60 from that low on the Qs.
Yep. And you're filling it, though, guess what? You're filling it with light volume, folks. So this thing's not over, you know. And
interesting as it plays into coming into the extra long weekend.
I know, man. It's
you want to be buying everything back coming into Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Maybe not this Thanksgiving. Maybe.
No, it's that's going to be the call.
You do get to trade Friday, which is kind of nice if you're going to do
half
that
a day
at least.
Yeah.
Because being long something without defined risk over a 4-day period right now, when you just had 1,000 point of volatility over 2 days. Ouch.
And I'm going to bring up the rest of the world, folks. And when you see the rest of the world, you have Europe down 11% to 18 to 19% for the year. Asia down, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
You know, well the Nikkei is only down 5%. China's down 25%. You know,
and
up to 32.
I was just going to say, I looked at the NASDAQ. We're getting such swings in the NASDAQ, man. We're back to positive territory by 1% for the year in the NASDAQ.
Look at that.
Right.
You got to love it, man.
Dow's just under it. Pretty cool.
Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up. Then we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.